Auntie Nell's Kitchen. And to my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, today is Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all of my veterans who are currently serving or who have served. Thank you, thank you. I humbly say thank you for serving our country. I really appreciate your service. Okay, today is actually Caitlin's birthday. So I'm going to go back home. When I say going back home, I'm going back to my grandma's kitchen. Just going to make some good old country fried chicken in that cast iron fried chicken pot. And we're going to have some sweet potato biscuits, okay? Now, this is my recipe for my sweet potato biscuits. So, this is a special breakfast for baby girl. I always cook special breakfast for her and my husband on their birthdays. And their both birthdays this month. So, give me a moment. I'm going to do a flipping soup and we'll be right back. Okay, what we got. I got got old Bessie here. Got my cast iron fried chicken pot. You know, they call it a Dutch oven these days now, but this is nothing. This is what, you know, they used to use these, and she used a cast iron skillet. Well, I'm going to deep fry, so I'm not plugging up my deep fryer. I'm going to be cooking fried chicken. These cast irons, I'm telling you, cast iron turn out the best fried chicken. Now, this is, like I said, this is not the fancy chicken where I'm going to be battering, dipping, then batter again. This is just plain old grandmama fried chicken. This is a whole chicken that I cut up myself. So the only thing I have on here is just some seasoned salt and black pepper. And I'm only going to be using some flour and this some seasoned flour with the same thing. I always keep a bag of seasoned flour in a Ziploc bag in my fridge for these purposes. So let me get on a glove and I'm going to put my pot over this way because we're going to be using this area to prepare those nice good old biscuits, okay? That's what we are going to do today. Okay, so I'm going to get my heat going. Which one is it? Okay. Get my fire going over there. Now, once I get these biscuits made and in the oven, I'll go ahead and I'll bring my pot over here, you know, so y'all can see. Okay. And I'm going to turn my oven on to 400. And get that started heating. So let's get this chicken on. I'll be right back. Gotta have some gloves, guys. You know I don't touch no meat now. So I'm going to, like I said, this is nothing. And my chicken has been washed. Wash it real good. So my chicken has been washed. Drain this little water off of here. I don't want none of that. Okay. Just moving this around. Now, I don't fold my wings because I don't like them folded. I want all that good crispiness all through the wing. I don't fold them. I said, this is a whole chicken that I bought. And I just, I cut it up myself. So, I'm going to get my pan over here. I'm going to batter it all up and put it on the pan. So, it all be just already battered, ready to go. That's all I'm doing. Don't just batter all. I just batter all my chicken at one time and put it on the pan. So everything can be good to go. And you never when you frying chicken, when you frying anything, nieces and nephews, you never ever crowd your pan, because when you do that, your chicken is not cooking. You're not gonna get all that good crispiness that you're looking for, all that goodness. And you want the goodness, okay? You want all that goodness. And you don't put this on a wet pan. You gotta make sure your pan is nice and dry and clean, so fresh and so clean. Okay, I got my thighs here. And if your thigh skin slide down, all you got to do is pull that baby back over. If you want some of that crispiness, just pull your skin back over like that, and you'll get some of that goodness there. That's all you got to do, nieces and nephews. And I'll be, that oil is not, it's on how I'm heating it up, and I'll check it once I finish playing with my bird. Now, when it comes to the breast, because the breast is so big, I cut my breast twice. I cut it each breast. I divided because the breast is so big, and no one in this house will eat a whole breast. But if you want to if you want to cut a chicken, you're welcome to leave your breast fully intact. But this house, they're not going to eat a whole breast. See, like I said, like this little piece of skin, they may not, it's not, I'm just going to leave that little piece right there attached. And when it's thicker, you got to make sure you batter all those little crevices. Make sure you get some batter up in there. That's why I like using a bag. It's better to me when you use a bag than using a plate. To me, it's neater. I like using a bag because when I use a bag, I can really get in there. And I don't put it on top of one another, so I'm going to move my wings over a little bit so I can get this last little piece. Like I said, this is nothing fancy. This is just plain old fried chicken. That's it. This is nothing. This is just a simple, original way of frying chicken. None of that. I'm not dipping and diving. I'm not trying out for the Olympics. So I can throw that away. I'm going to toss this bag. And leave this glove here. Throw that over there for a little housekeeping. And I want to check my oil. I love this thing. I love, love, love. So I have my own little thing of kitchen tools. This is my domain. They don't fool with nothing in here. Okay. I'm going to turn this and see what my heat is. It's not ready yet. Turn my heat up. Okay, and I'm going to put this right here. And I guess I could start on these biscuits, huh? Hold on one second. Okay, now we're going to start on our biscuits while my oil heat up. I'm at 265. It ain't hot enough yet. The oil needs to be really hot, so I want to get at least 375. Okay, 350 to 375 is where I want my oil, so it's still heated because I want that cast iron hot. So when that chicken go in, you hear sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Okay, let's get started now. Sweet potato biscuits. First thing, you need nice clean hands because I don't use a pastry cutter. I like using my hands because I need to feel things. I need to feel the texture. Okay, you need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now, I always sift my flour. Okay, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. That's my oven going off, telling me it's at 400. Okay, let's start over. Our sweet potato biscuits. 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We got 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. I want to put that in there. I have 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I add half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, I'm not adding in nutmeg. All right, no nutmeg. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sift my flour, but you need 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, not milk, heavy whipping cream. And everything needs to be cold. 1 cup of a mashed sweet potato. You can just, honey, buy you 1 sweet potato, but I'm going to tell you something, honey, about these sweet potatoes. Now, if you don't want to buy a sweet potato, you looking at sweet potatoes and you wondering, well, how am I sure I'm going to get a cup? What you can do also, they got them little yam patties they sell. They frozen little yam patties. I'll tell you what you do. Get you a bag of those, and you can take 4 of them yam patties, and that'll give you 1 cup. or you can buy a bag of those chopped up sweet potatoes, but I don't recommend those. I don't recommend you buying those diced frozen sweet potatoes. Don't buy those. Please don't. You can buy them if you want to, but you can't see what's in the bag. Don't buy those. But you can get some of them frozen yam patties. Okay? Then you're going to need 1/4 cup of butter flavored shortening. I use Crisco. That's all I use, Crisco, okay? Butter flavored shortening. And you're going to need 1 cup of cold butter. Now, if you adding salt, you can use unsalted. If you're not, I don't buy unsalted butter. That's just me. And it needs to be cold, and you just cut it up in cubes, okay? So, let's check this oil and see where we are, family. I'm at 316. Okay, I'm going to sift my flour. This is my electric sifter. That crank. I can't use the crank anymore. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I have to put another battery in, I see. I love this thing. My husband found this for me on Amazon. Because he's always looking out for things that'll make life easier for me. He always is looking out for me. We've been together, over half our lives. I'll be 56 next month. He'll be 57. We met a day before his 22nd birthday. Come on out here, baby. I just need you to stay kicking just a little bit longer. And Mama will give you some more energy. That's right. Just stay kicking a little bit longer. That's it, Boogie Bear. Okay, see? No balls. And the reason why I recommend you sifting your flour and stuff like that, because you don't want lumps in here. You don't want any lumps. All right, I'm almost there. Okay, what you're going to do, you're going to take your butter and your shortening, you're going to dump it on in there. And that's why I say the reason why I do not use a pastry cutter, because this is why. You're going to crumble your shortening and your butter up in here. And you need that texture. And when I say that texture, what I mean is that it needs to feel real crumbly. That's what you're looking for. You need the crumbles. So I'm going to blend this up and I'll be right back. Guys, my chicken is ready. I mean, my oil is at 418. So we're going to get this chicken in here. Ooh, you hear that sizzle. Woohoo! You talking about cooking with some oil? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, Bessie. Let me see if I can get y'all a shot over there. Look at old Bessie over there, guys. You see old Bessie? Look at old Bessie. Oh, Bessie over there. You get that thigh, this little thigh over there. That's it. That's all I can get in here. Like I told y'all, don't overcrowd your pan. I gotta practice what I preach. Okay? All right, let me wash my hands so I can finish these biscuits while that good old chicken over there cooking old Bessie. Okay. All right, we got our flour. This is what I was talking about. The reason why I don't, because I need to feel the texture. And if you see how it looks all crumbly, this is what you want. With a pastry cutter, you can't feel that texture. And see, I need crumbs. Okay, and I got my dusting flour. If you're cooking with all-purpose flour, you flour your board with all-purpose. If you're cooking, baking with self-rising, you flour your board with self-rising. Okay, I'm going to make a little well right in here. And I'm going to add my heavy cream in here. The reason why I'm using heavy cream instead of buttermilk or milk. Now, when I make my biscuits, now, you know, you got to use that buttermilk. Okay, I got 1 cup of mashed sweet potato. I'm gonna throw that in there. Now this is where the work starts. It's turning this into a dough. This is where your work starts. Turning this into a dough. And if I have to flour my hand a little bit, that's fine. I'm gonna flour my board. Now your dough will be wet, so don't worry about none of that. Flour your board. I need a third hand. I need a third hand just for these biscuits. Oops, that's all right. I'm gonna do you. And the same thing I do with my biscuit, my original biscuit dough. I still fold. And the thing about this sweet potato dough, because this dough is more wetter than your traditional dough, your board is you gotta make sure that board stays floured. And your hands stay floured. It's not gonna affect your biscuits, guys, okay? So don't worry about that. I already did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I'm gonna start rolling it out, rolling my biscuit dough out. Nice little oval shape. Wash my hands so I can get my rolling pin. Be right back. Got my pan all greased down with Crisco. Got my biscuit cutter. Now the thing I need to do is get my hands a little more floured. Flour my little roller. And old Betsy doing just fine over there. And you don't want unless you like thick bread, you don't want it too thick. You know, you don't want it extra, you know, unless you like large biscuits too. So I'm going to flour this and I'm going to go to cutting. I don't have nowhere to put this, I tell you. Now I think I want them a little bit thicker than that. I want them a little bit thicker than that. All you gotta do is turn your dough over and flatten it back out. I told you this is real video and you know, you just keep moving. Yeah. That's better. Now I'm going to do is just roll it back out. I guess you're wondering, how do you know? You can feel it. You can feel it. You're going to be a little odd shape, baby boy. But that's all right. It's still good. We're going to throw these in the oven for 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. And I'm going to roll this out, and I'm just going to make some and throw them over there in the convection oven. And we're going to look at old Bessie, see what she over here doing. I'm just going to peck this baby out like my grandmama used to do. You know, she just used to pat them out. She made the most perfectly round biscuits. I've never mastered that, so don't judge me. I have still to this day not mastered that skill. So this is the best I can get to. So I'll see you guys in a bit. See, I moved y'all to a new apartment so y'all can get a view of old Bessie. What she over here doing? See how nice and pretty that chicken is cooking? That's what I tell y'all about this cast iron pot. They call it a frying chicken, or what they call a Dutch oven. This thing is great for making those, what my grandma used to call deep dish pies, but we call them cobblers now. Because I did a sweet potato cobbler in this. It's on my channel. A lot of people don't know what a sweet potato cobbler is, but, you know, but I'll be right back. Me and Bessie. Look at old Bessie. Y'all see what old Bessie has done? Look at this chicken. Look at that. Nice. Now, I know y'all done been in grandmama's house. A bit, mama. Y'all see she bring that chicken out of that pot. And she telling you can't have none. Everybody sit down and eat. And you cut your mouth out. And she said, go on now. You know, everybody got to eat. You can wait. Now, I know my chicken is done. It's just not brown on the outside. And how I know this is that I am going to check the temperature. It should be 165. So you always go to the thickest part of the meat. And I got 175. Well, I got 192. So this chicken is good and done, baby. 192. This chicken is good and done. No salmonella living in here. Let me get the rest of it and I'll be right back. Okay, now biscuits got about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna make my what I call my cinnamon butter. So this is what I use. I'm going to use a teaspoon of this cinnamon sugar in here. And I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I mean, not cinnamon. I may put a little nutmeg in. You know, I may just leave it like this. And I'll brush this on my biscuits. So they got about 3.5 more minutes. Hey, nieces and nephews, come on in this house a little closer. I got this biscuit just came out. Turn my oven off. Okay, now this cinnamon butter, you know cinnamon, this with this cinnamon sugar butter, you know, it's cinnamon settles in the bottom, so you got to take this pastry brush, swirl it around so you can get some of this goodness, and you put it on these biscuits. Yeah, you want to make sure you get all this little goodness on here. I got my last 3 pieces of chicken over there, 2 legs and a thigh cooking. Yeah, yes, look at that goodness on here. Good. And you know you can put this in between your biscuits too now. Look at that goodness. Look at that goodness all there. And I'm going to set this over here to the side. Put that right there. And then we got some chicken, you know, going. So I'm going to plate some chicken up, and with one of these biscuits, I'm gonna pull one of these biscuits over, because you know, nieces and nephews, Auntie likes to pull the biscuits, you know, anything I cook. I like to show you what it look like on the inside. Hold on. Okay, we got this biscuit. We're gonna take this biscuit and we are going to get it open. I don't know. I don't feel like going through that. I'm just gonna use this little spatula so you guys can see what we're working with. Look at that goodness. Now you can take some of that cinnamon butter and put it in the middle of this. It's nice and hot. Or you can take your regular butter. That's that doorbell, okay? Hold on, family. So yeah, so look at all that goodness. I'm telling you, grandmama fried chicken, it don't have to do all that fancy stuff, and sweet potato biscuits, I'm telling you, it will make you slap your mama and everybody standing next to her, but you may get beat up after that. But you know, that's on you. Okay, hold on, family. Okay, thank you, nieces and nephews, for hanging out with me and watching my video. I really appreciate all of your support. This is a great meal for your having special holiday breakfast, because every Christmas and Thanksgiving I always cook my family special breakfast, and so I like doing special things on the holidays. This time of the year is my favorite time of the year. So anyway, hugs and kisses to each of you. Love you guys. Until the next upload, I want you to be you, but be great being you. When life throws you lemons, sometimes you just want to throw those lemons back, and then sometimes you just take them and make lemonade. Hey, that's life, okay? Talk to you later, and I will see you soon. Bye.